are you feeling?
Good. I'm excited. It's been a while. Probably since late June, I think, is when I've last played. We're healthy. I've kind of been healthy really since like Thanksgiving, like full go. So it's been a pretty normal offseason.
What was the toughest part of the second half of last year when you weren't able to be out there?
Just not being able to play. So I got hurt, and luckily, August 2nd is when I found out I needed surgery, and August 1st was my wife's last day of work. So it actually all worked out well, and she got to be up there with surgery. But it was tough, we'd come in, do our rehab stuff at the stadium, and then we would go home, and we could stay for the game, but there were so many people, and you didn't want to be in everybody's way. It's just I don't know, you just miss being in the clubhouse. You hear former players say you miss the clubhouse feel and just being around the guys. So it was tough. But
is that real, missing that clubhouse feel?
It is. But yeah, it was tough. And then Joey got hurt, and then we got to hang out and spend some time together. So
where did that relationship come from?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's kind of been a process the past couple years. 2021 season happened, and we sat next to each other on the plane. And it started there, and he came to our wedding in the off season of 2021, and then it's just kind of grown. And we were close, and then we spent a lot of time together when we were hurt because the team would be on the road, and we'd come in, do our rehab, and then we'd go to the zoo, go out, do some things. So it's cool. Like I said this before, it sucked, and I hated not being hurt, but it was cool to see part of Cincinnati that I haven't been able to see. Because during the season, you're playing every day, and on off days, you don't want to go to the zoo, or you just want to sit and relax. So it gave us the opportunity to kind of do some things around the city.
Did it connect you more to the city a little bit?
Yeah, it was great. We love it. Me and my wife love it, and hopefully you can be here for a while. Really good restaurants, Soto, Jeff Ruby's are some of our favorites. La Cantina, which is a place in downtown we really enjoy. So it was fun. We enjoyed it.
I thought that was really interesting that you said before. I mean, you're the starting catcher on the team, one of the leaders of this team, and you said you felt like you were in the way sometimes?
No, I mean, I don't know. You go and you get to the field, and I don't know. You want to let their guys do their stuff to get ready for the game.
Right.
Guys always have routines and stuff to get ready, and it's we could still interact with people, but guys still have to prepare and get ready for the games and stuff, and that's what I was doing.
Yeah. This spring now.
Yep.
How does everything shift for you as going from a guy who was just being hurt for most of the season to trying to turn this team around?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we made some good moves this offseason. I know it's going to kind of be a transition year with DHing and playing first more and still catching, but not as much. And I know that's going to be a process, and we'll tackle it as it comes along. But we're excited just with the moves we made. I know Kurt and Luke are going to be a really big part of this young staff. We're looking forward to just this year and guys being healthy and playing well.
I heard you say that you identify, though, as a catcher.
I do.
And now there's going to be DH, maybe
Yeah.
some first base in there. How have you been taking it all?
It's been new. It's an adjustment. I still call myself a catcher, and I think everybody knows that. But it's good. The communication's been great with everybody, and it's going to be a process. And it's been good. During the 2021 season when Joey got hurt and I played first, it was just boom, go play first. And it's good to kind of get some reps out here and get more in depth and more reads and stuff.
So you bring up catching. There's a very unique culture around the catchers here with the Reds catching on social media.
Yeah.
What's it kind of like behind closed doors?
So JR has just kind of led it the whole way since 2019. It was our first year over here, and that was my first big league camp. So I've kind of been able to see the transition of what it was like before, and then what JR and this new staff has brought in, with the energy and so many different techniques and competitions, and you see the cornhole and the basketball, just having new ways, and ping pong is something that we use a lot with catching. It's great. It's a unit that we enjoy, and with Kurt and Luke, guys with experience, I think it's going to be really positive this year with these young guys.
Last year, the 3-19 started.
Mm-hmm.
How much emphasis is there on April this year?
Yeah, that's kind of been the whole motto since day one we got here, and I know India's been vocal about it, and David, that's been the whole focus, and that's why everything has been so ramped up so quick. Is opening day starts tomorrow almost. We're going to go in there and treating it like opening day and starting off good, and we can't start 3-19 again. you can't go through that. And I know injuries, like you can say what we want, but just forget about last year and the team that we have to start early and make a statement and continue that momentum moving forward.
How motivating is it that most of the league is counting guys out?
It's very motivating. I know I came out and said, like, keep doubting us, keep saying all the negatives and continue. Let's just prove everybody wrong and come out, and there's fire, there's energy here. And I know last year wasn't how we wanted to go, but I feel like everybody's kind of forgetting about last year and looking forward to this year.
One aspect that no one is overlooking is the trio you guys have: Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo, Graham Ashcraft. How impressive do they look so far, or how do they look so far from your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, you look at in all of baseball, I feel like a core of 3 young pitchers. I don't think there's anybody better. And I think DJ's made the comment of like Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddux. I think like he's told that, and I think they have a cool story behind that. But to see the development, I mean, you look what they did last year. They struggled, they did well, they learned a lot, and they every day, and like nobody sees it but us in the clubhouse. Like, especially me with catching them, is like what they do, the bullpens, like how hard they work, and like how good they are as individuals, like their competitors. And to see what they did, learned a lot last year, and to finish strong, and then to see Hunter work on his changeup and it showing out here already. Same with Lodolo, and letting them build the confidence with that third pitch, even though their 1 and 2 pitches are elite. And then you got Graham on the other hand, who just can throw 100-mile-an-hour cutters and sinkers, and pretty much control a game with that. But made a big improvement on his breaking ball, like he threw it live today, and he's still improving on and getting the feel of his breaking ball. And I mean, I can't wait to see what they do this year. It's gonna be fun, and hopefully I never have to hit them again.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've had a few at bats. I think I've actually had at bats off of all of them, and I did not enjoy them.
How did they end? Did you get a hit on any of them?
Struck out against Lodolo. Hunter, what did I do off Hunter? I might have walked or grounded out or something like that, and then I got hit by Graham a few days ago. But I was wearing a Evo shield on my hand, so we're fine.
The even ball magnet.
I know. I was like, man. And that's the funny thing is, like, I've never worn a hand guard in my life, and this season I was like, I'm just going to wear one because I don't want to get hit in the hand. And then sure enough, I mean, oof, man. I would have been upset if I would have had a broken hand.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing to be upset
Yeah.
about. Everyone is excited to see you hopefully play a full, healthy season this year. What are your goals for the season?
Being healthy. I'm not somebody who kind of puts numbers to a season.
Sure.
I feel like I've never really done that. And at the end of the season, if I can be healthy and play the magic number of whatever, 150 games or so, then all the numbers will align and it'll be what it is. But I think just being healthy, give me a healthy year, and let's just go out and play.
March 30th, opening day.
Yep.
It's going to be, I think, the first time for you that it starts in
An
Cincinnati.
actual legit opening day. Yep. I'm excited.
What are you most looking forward to?
Just to see what it's all about, because 2020 debut, nobody was there. 2021 still COVID. Last year with the lockout, Atlanta, and then we came back home, but still it wasn't like the feel. So I'm excited just to see what the city, what it's all about. Because coming up, you always heard Tucker, Sonny, Gino, Joey, those guys talking about how great opening day is. So I'm excited to see what it's like.